I'm Cliff Curtis, also known as Stabby Organs, Canadian hip-hop artist, cook, food enthusiast, and travel aficionado. Join the ride as I eat, drink, and assimilate in hopes to unearth novelty found around the globe. Perhaps I'll even stop to talk food, rhymes, and life with a few local artists along the way.
Put my bags in the truck, birds at the call, tin of sardines on the living room floor. Can't breathe, my canteen's lost. Haven't seen water in the last 3 stops. Turn campaign fodder for scatterbrain fox. Latter-day Saint running with an out-of-date cause. Meditate to eradicate flaws, making barricade jump when the saddlebags on. I'm gone. My love ain't so, your heart ain't gold. Yeah, that's for sure. You make me wanna go. I can't stay home. No, I can't stay home. I was born on the road.
The Andes, truly majestic. The type of awe that one must witness firsthand. That cinematography can do no justice. I make no hyperbolic statements, no flowery love poem to a romanticized version of truth. The feeling here was different, not to mention mammoth in scope.
We fly so high, see the heavens below. Watch me hang live with my head in the clouds. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared of the ground. That's why I stay defined, I can rarely be found. I get my loving on the go, but I said it before. So it's really no surprise when I'm getting my coat. You could peek behind the blinds, it's a hell of a show. Wipe that ice up off your shoulder blades.
Well, that exceeded my expectations. Totally worth the trouble and the money I had to pay to get out here. It was even more breathtaking than I thought it was going to be. Highly recommend anybody out in Peru or Peru gives it a try. It was completely worth it. Magical. I opted for the more expeditious route by train then bus over the alternative, which is a 3-day mountain hike back to the small touristy town of Aguas Calientes, which serves as a jump-off point for those who would visit the ancient city of Machu Picchu. And as much as I loathe overpriced tourist traps, with its abundance of natural beauty along with its graceful citizenry, this commercial pop-up was not without its own redeeming set of charms. Generally speaking, in my experience, when in a foreign land, if you see a currency exchange, a massage parlor, and multiple craft beer bars all on the same street, you should hightail it out of there like Mel Gibson at a dry bar mitzvah. But rules are made to be broken. In this case, I was long overdue for anything Alpaca. And what better place to start than the Alpaca Grill? So I've got a little bit of time to kill for my train. Decided to come to the Alpaca Grill here and try some alpaca. I haven't tasted it before, so it should be interesting. And this is a beautiful little spot on the river, as you can see, the scenic view. So good way to kill an hour and a half before my train, right? I have to say, as much as I don't like touristy areas, this Agua Calientes has a lot going on for it. The ambiance is fantastic. Like, there's this giant mountain crevice right outside the restaurant here, and a beautiful river, pristine, and nothing better than day beers, right? Get a nice little buzz going before I get on the train. Perfect. This looks fantastic. We've got a nice salad here, some grilled alpaca on some chips. Tengo un canal YouTube. Estoy haciendo una documentaria sobre comidas en Perú. Sí. So, esta es mi primera vez probar alpaca, sí. No.
Mucho bueno.
La vista es muy bonito, sí. La cerveza es sabroso, todo es perfecto.
Gracias, amigo. Así va a ser. Buen provecho.
Gracias. Let's try some of this alpaca. That is really, really good. They seasoned it perfectly as well. They've got just enough salt here to like make it pop. What would I compare it to? It's not exactly like beef. It's a little bit gamier, but in a really good way. the flavor just pops. It's great. I'm blown away. Anytime you order any kind of a dish with potatoes in Peru, French fries included, it's always very good. No exception here. They've got their own. Is there like a? I'm not sure if it's like a chimichurri here, but yeah, it is. It is. It's a lot like a chimichurri. Just for giggles, we'll give the salad a try here. Looks like a Swiss chard, maybe. Tomatoes, avocado, and some type of a red and a yellow sauce as well. Muy delicioso. It's very good. Thank you. I had been told by some people they didn't really like the alpaca. I love it. I think it's even super tender. I did not expect that. I had heard that it was like a tough meat, and it might be the way that they cooked it. Like they've done such a fantastic job, but it's super tender and super tasty. Fantastic. I know I say fantastic too much. Let's think of another word. Succulent. Yes, succulent. Yeah. And I'm not playing it up for the cameras like Mark Wayne's. This is genuine.
On my way to the train, it became quite evident that something of note was happening in close proximity to my person, as women and children rushed past like a less threatening version of 28 Days Later. So naturally, I felt compelled to see what all the fuss was about.
Machu Picchu. Fuertes sus aplausos, por favor.
So I guess there's a big celebration going on here in Agua Calientes right now. It's just from reading the signs, it says something about a 16th anniversary of Machu Picchu, which Machu Picchu's obviously been around for way, way, way longer than that. So I'm not sure what the 16-year thing is all about, but yeah, there's some serious festivities happening in this little town right now. I was kept awake by the music last night. I was too much of a lazy ass after my trip up to Machu Picchu to actually go join in many of the festivities, aside from a little bit of street food. But yeah, I'm gonna make my way to the train and get my ass out of here.
No problem.
Arequipa, located near the southern tip of Peru, about 100 kilometers from the coast, with its cobblestone streets and conquistadorian colonial architecture, to me felt more like Spain than Peru. Or at least this much is true for the heart of the city. I happened to land on a Sunday, so I took a stroll down to the Plaza de Armas, where many families can be found enjoying a relaxed afternoon near their preferred place of worship, with some even joining in on the gospel. Of course, nothing symbolizes religious piety quite like the Super Mario Brothers. Well, I guess at least they're Italian.
So I'm here in the main square in Arequipa, and I came kind of looking to try to find some street food, but it looks like it's kind of at a premium. There's not a whole lot going on here, but I did see a girl selling some frozen treats a little bit earlier, so I'm gonna go find her and see what she's got. Quiero uno, por favor?
Tengo de 3, de 4 y de 5.
¿Cinco? ¿Sí? Grande es más mejor.
Canela.
So es helado de queso.
Ajá, es tradicional.
Ah, gracias.
Ajá, y que está en base de leche, coco, canela y vainilla.
Excelente. ¿Cuántos cuesta?
5 soles.
5 soles? Okay. Okay, we've got ourselves a helado de queso, which is basically, it means cheese ice cream. So this should be interesting. With a little bit of cinnamon on top. This is exactly as advertised. It's like a tasty little gelato with a slight hint of cheese flavor and cinnamon on top. Very good, actually. I would tell you if it wasn't. Lovely.
Next stop, Don Piero. Across town sits a beautiful Riverside seafood restaurant recommended by my friend Jose, back when I was in Trujillo. Bon appetit.
It's a beautiful day in Arequipa. I'm here on the river enjoying a early evening cerveza, cusqueña to be exact. Trying some of these omnipresent corn snacks that normally come with ceviche or beer. It's a beautiful ambiance here. River gushing in the background, mountain ranges all around me, and I'm waiting for my stuffed trout to come, so should be good. Cheers. This looks pretty good. We've got mixed vegetables, some rice, some French fries. Got a little bit of spicy salsa here that I'll definitely be adding to multiple parts of this meal as I go along. But let's try the, it's a stuffed trout with different herbs and some type of a cream sauce here. So let's try this. That's good. The trout is nice and tender, flaky. It's breaded on the outside. And yeah, stuffed with these, I don't know what the herbs are, to be honest, but they're good. Yeah, it's nice. Try the vegetables. Nice dressing on here. It's got a real acidity to it. I always love red peppers. Oh, that's tomato actually, it's not red pepper. Good though. Because I've been making a lot of mistakes lately. Try the French fries in this delicious spicy sauce. The sauce is very common around Peru. I wouldn't even know how to describe the flavor. It's another kind of herby one. Spicy. It's a nice green sauce. Delicious. Always clear your plate, kids. And learn to enjoy beer. Because you're going to be drinking a lot of it. What men do. Grow up.
Shout out Cut the Activist. It's a long trip by bus up the coastline back to Lima, so I thought a pit stop in Nazca for some sightseeing would be appropriate, with some pyramids and sand dunes via dune buggy on the agenda.
People who were sacrificed to get their head like offer. But there was a reason why they made this human sacrifice. They made many ceramics like offer. And also, the archaeologists say that Nazca lands were made like offer too. Because the only way to see these figures from the air is necessary to fly. If you don't fly, you cannot see the figure because it's very big, the figure.
Yeah.
It's impossible to see if you are aside of the figure. You have many human heads, and here we can see the real human head. People who were killed here in the top. It's like here of this construction at the end. But like I told you, there was a reason why they made this human sacrifice, why they made many
trying to get rain?
Like summer. Yes.
Yeah.
Landscape. It's very desert, very arid.
Yeah.
And we saw the only place where we can find water is under the ground. You can see there, it's the only part where we can see trees. But in other places, there was nothing.
We are out here in the middle of the desert in the sand dunes, sand sledding. So I might have to give this a try in a second. Looks daunting.
¡Te fuiste!
¿Divertido? ¿Sí?
Ready?
¡Vamos, calladito! ¡Se fue!
As you can see from my less than enthusiastic facial expression, I was never a fan of roller coasters growing up, all the while pondering the probable lack of special training that this driver had undertaken to take part in this type of audacious daredevilry. Well, I'm happy to make it through that experience with my skeleton mostly intact. It's getting cold out here in the desert now. It switches like a light switch. You can see the sun going down there in the background. Awesome experience though, from the sand surfing to the pyramids to everything. And we've got a beautiful sunset in the background here. With the sun quickly setting across the horizon, it was time to burn rubber out of this desert wasteland and back to modern civilization. And with that, my brief stop in Nazca had come to an end. Time to hop on the bus and head back to Lima, the city in which this enthusiastic journey began. So here I am back in Lima. I'm in the slightly more touristic district of Miraflores, but there's a lot of locals out here on a Saturday afternoon. Some are surfing behind me. We've got couples salsa dancing. We've got families out for an afternoon. This is a great spot. As far as touristic spots go, it's not too tacky. And there's a lot going on. A lot of people just having fun and enjoying life. So I don't know about you, but all this ocean is starting to make me hungry. I think I'm gonna go try to find some seafood for lunch. All right. Well, I'm here at Costa Azul Seafood. After that long ocean walk made me feel like some seafood. So I came here last night actually, and it was really good. I had tacu de pescado, which is like a rice and beans patty cooked on a skillet with some fish on top of it. He recommended that I need to try the mouchene de pulpo, so I came back to try it today. Okay, we're gonna try this here. To me it looks like bus outside. To me it looks like basically like a sashimi style of octopus smothered in olive oil with avocado and tomato on the side, and looks like black pepper on the top. So give this a shot. Oh, that is to die for, really. That's delicious with the olive oil. It really adds a lot. I didn't know what to expect with this dish, as I do a lot of the time. I just go for it. There's good olive oil too. Yeah, they killed it with this. Really nice. And then just serve with some bread and crackers. And I can never remember the name of these little popcorn-style salted things. Fantastic. All right, we're off to the races. About to hit a couple markets with my man Fabio on the bike. After failing for 3 consecutive days to secure an interview with one underground rapper who shall remain unnamed, I was fortunate to have Fabio, the owner of the small hotel in which I was staying, offer to take me to a few local markets to check out some of his favorites.
This is Lorna, Pintadilla, Caballa.
Caballa.
Yeah.
Is whitefish or?
No, this is blue fish. This
fish?
is white.
Do they use this
Blue.
in ceviche?
Yeah, in the north they like caballa, ceviche de caballa. They love it.
Okay.
But they make it with the skin and with the bones and everything.
Okay.
So you see the people like struggling with the fish.
Yeah.
I don't like it because it's a strong flavor, but most of the people like it. No, le gusta el ceviche de caballa en el norte. ¿Cómo le muerden? Más rico, you see?
Yeah.
He love it.
This one looks nice. It looks like it would be
This is like tuna
a
fish.
strong fish, yeah?
This is like a tuna fish,
Yeah.
but small. ¿Cómo se llama este? Bonito. Small bonito. Yeah,
okay.
small bonito.
Nice.
Like that one. This is a little bigger.
Yeah.
The pelicans, they're
Oh,
waiting.
wow.
They're waiting for
Cool.
for some fish. Sometimes they got the fish and they throw their guts, you know?
Yeah.
So these guys love it.
I've never seen a pelican before
Yeah?
in real life.
Yeah, there's many here.
Cool. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Next, Fabio and I set off to a small market in search of the storied plate of 7 colors.
He says there's no more 7-color plate because the guy that made that plate died in the COVID. So now the only place is they spell gracias, and they make only 3 colors: chanfaina, tallarín, and ceviche. Because before here they come with the plate, you know, 7 colors, and everybody whoa. So it was a mix of like 7 dishes, a little bit of all, no?
Damn, that's good ceviche.
Good ceviche have to be cold, not warm. So when you do it, you can put add some ice cubes, or you can like make it, put it in the freeze.
Yeah. That's
like
probably
5,
the best way, right?
But to reduce the acid of the lemon, it's good to put some ice cubes. Some people put some fish soup, or they make like a
the leche de tigre, right?
kind of leche de tigre.
Okay, so this is beef lung. What's the name of this one again?
Chanfainita.
Chanfainita. I think this is the only dish where I've ever eaten lung.
Yeah.
But I've eaten, stomach and
Liver and
brains.
stomach, yeah.
I had sheep brains in sheep head soup in Cusco.
Yeah, they have sopa de cabeza de carnero.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yes, but the texture of the brains for me was a little bit weird. But the soup itself,
Too greasy,
no, too. I
like
don't even know the word.
jellyfish,
Yeah, but the soup itself was so tasty.
like too raw.
Yeah.
Like you feel it. You feel like it was like raw, huh?
Oh, it was completely raw. The guy brought over like an extra brain and just put it in the soup. Alright, this is the famous Papa Huancaína sauce. Delicious.
Yeah. Buenas.
And this is a pink fish, huh?
Yeah, it's called aguja.
La uca.
Aguja.
Aguja.
Like needle. Pez aguja. It's like pink meat. What with the lime, with the lemon, it turns white.
This is actually one of the best ceviches that I've had.
Yeah.
The fish is so fresh.
Yeah, so fresh. You can feel it.
Delicious. So I guess I'll ask you, what exactly is Criolla food that we're having right now?
Criollo, it's mix of Spanish food
Yeah,
and Andes food.
yeah,
And that's where the fusion is, you know. And in that fusion, then come Japanese, Chinese.
So the original fusion was the
Only-
the conquistador
Yeah,
and the
Spanish cuisine
Inca.
and the Andes cuisine.
Yeah.
You know, because the Andes, when the Spanish came, the Inca people ruled all the coast and all the mountains, even the part of the jungle of Peru. So they have the influence of the food. You know.
yeah,
They have people, they have exchange, they have commerce. So they have like fish from the coast, they have fish from the river, you know, in the table of the people, you know.
yeah. So how has it been being a small business owner coming back from COVID that's reliant on tourism? Like, is it starting to come back?
Yeah, it's starting to come back, but there's a recession, you know, world recession. People don't
in
have
Peru,
no,
in
in
specific,
the world.
in the world, yes.
Yeah,
World
people don't
recession.
have cash, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's in debt
Yeah.
because most of the people didn't work for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
2 years living in the credit cards or in how do you say loans. You know.
Yeah. So did you
somebody
have
to pay those loans? You know.
was your business shut down all through COVID?
No, because I own the house.
Yeah.
So I live there, so I couldn't shut it down because it's my house.
Yeah.
But I rent for month. You know?
Oh, per month to
monthly.
month. Yeah.
Because most of the people lose their jobs
Yeah.
and they, how do you say, give back the apartments they rent. You know,
Yeah.
because they were like $1,000 per month.
Yeah.
So they prefer to move into a room.
Ah.
So I was good, you know.
you were
I was
able to-
I was able to rent rooms, you know.
Okay. So when did you start opening up for tourists again?
2022,
Yeah.
like mid year of 2022,
Yeah.
when there were no more masks and no more
Yeah.
those crazy things, you know.
Are you full most of the time now? Like, how's
No,
business now?
like when it opens again, I was full for like maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
And then there was like a political riots and confusion here because the last president, they want to shut down the Congress.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of riots for like starts in December till end of January. So it was like maybe
Wow.
almost 60 days. You know,
So
so the highways were shut down. Maybe
Wow.
the airports,
Oh, so it was crazy.
it was a lot of people.
Was it all around the country or just in Lima?
Mostly in Puno, Cusco, Arequipa,
Okay.
and then it started in Lima. But in Lima, it didn't have the strength or the power that they believe. You know,
Yeah.
because people in Lima want to work. They don't want to, live. Oh, Bill, please give me.
So the riots came about because of COVID, basically, and the policies that the government brought in about like
because
making everyone shut down.
the communities in the Andes,
Yeah.
they, how do you say, they are the owners of the land. So the government make a business like a mining business
Yeah.
or gas business or oil business, in that area. So the community starts saying, "Oh, what is for me? What is for me? What is for me?"
Yeah.
So they say, "Okay, there's a canon, like a percentage of the like when you're a musician and they
Yeah.
play your music,
Yeah.
you get like a
royalty.
royalty. Yeah, they got royalty,
Uh-huh.
but they don't know how to spend the royalties, But because the government put like rules in the royalties. You know, you can do this, but you can do that. You know. So at the end, if you don't, how do you say, if you don't spend these royalties, you have to give it back.
Okay, it was something
You know?
weird like that.
So it's a very tricky thing. You know, government says no, you have a lot of money, and the community says yeah, but I can use it because you put me so much things that I can use. I can do highway. I can do this. If I do highway, I can do only 1 kilometer. I can do like 20, 50 kilometers. 1 kilometer of highway is more expensive than 100 kilometers because I make the contract for many kilometers is more cheap than
Right.
It's like buying 1 kilo of rice or 1 ton of rice. The price of the kilo of the rice is much, cheaper in the ton to the kilo. So they want to move by the kilo, So people they don't want to spend like that, So at the end, they just make parks and, paint and paint and paint and paint. Repaint, make a boardwalk, then destroy it, make another boardwalk on top of that because they don't know what to do with the money.
So a lot of it got wasted as well.
Yeah.
So, is this the type of food you grew up eating, or like what kind of food did you have in your house when you're younger? When you're like
when I was young, I have like a lady that goes to my house.
Yeah.
To clean. She clean and she cook. And she cook arroz con pollo. How do you call that? Seco. Like many of the Creole food.
Yeah.
Like instead of using patita, you can use a chicken. How do you say? No wings, but the thighs,
Thighs, yeah.
Or something like that. Not because patita is expensive, because the children don't like patita, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same with the caucao. You make caucao, but not with this.
But not with the stomach.
The chicken, with chicken or fish.
Yeah.
Not because they don't have it or they can do it. Because the small children,
they
go,
read about the creepers.
I'm eating towel. This is a towel. Where's my towel?
That was very nice, man.
You like it?
Yeah. Cheers.
In every little nook and cranny throughout this beautiful country, I found nothing quite so conspicuously ubiquitous as these 5 letters: Chifa, a Peruvian Chinese fusion cuisine based on Cantonese elements fused with traditional Peruvian ingredients. This unique cuisine was birthed in the late 19th, early 20th century when an abundance of Chinese immigrants flooded into Peru to fill the agricultural labor shortage after abolishing slavery in 1849.
So I'm here at the Green Manzana. Okay, I've just received my Saho Fang con Carne. Perfect. All right, this is really good and a nice portion. Oh, this is gigantic. So to me, this dish looks like a mix. Well, it's a mix between lomo saltado, which has the purple onion component, and the lomo, which is the beef, in conjunction with a Chinese cooking style. They've got these big flat noodles, which I'm most familiar with in pad see ew in Thai food. I'm very familiar with Thai food. But we'll give this a bite without the sauce. That's delicious. This is no ordinary Chinese food. It's very good. He's giving me what looks like a spicy sauce here. And a sweet sauce looks like probably a plum sauce. So we'll make this nice. There's some heat on that. It's kicking up the spice. This is gonna make this dish 1,000 times better. I guarantee it. That's proper. So I'm sold.
Ah, gracias. ¿Qué es el nombre de este sitio?
Nipao de pollo.
Nipao de pollo. Gracias. Okay. My dumplings have just arrived. It's called mi pao de pollo, and this is some kind of a Peruvian fusion Chinese chicken dumpling. Like that. You can see that under the light. Hot, steaming. Pretty good. I'll try it. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Not mind-blowing, but that's pretty solid. If you like this type of dumpling, it's well done, hot, fresh, ready to go. Well, in the mood of self-deprecatory humor, I just noticed that they have these little wax papers on the bottom of the dumplings, and I don't see an extra one laying anywhere from the dumpling that I just ate. So that just means I definitely ate some wax paper on that last dumpling. So, isn't there egg on my face? So now that I've gotten through everything, I don't think I'd recommend the dumplings. They weren't bad, but they were just a bit bland, kind of boring, not too much going on. But I finished them. So that's what I do. I eat things. This dish was magical, but as you can see, it's made me tap out. The personal is about enough for 3 people, so. And I got a big appetite. I don't usually tap out, but I'm gonna take this thing for a snack for later, I think. Hopefully I can get some of this delicious sauce with it as well, because it was really top notch. So yeah, the Chifa experiment passed the flying colors. Well, that was pretty good. I'm not disappointed. I got my takeaway here. I'm basically gonna be in a Chinese food coma, a Chifa food coma. I'm gonna go flop on the bed, I think. Give you a little look of Miraflores here. Along my slovenly bloat-induced lumber back to my hotel, I was given a comedic reminder that even in a faraway land, some language is universal. Yeah. This one's for the sleepers. I've forgotten my existence. Stabby. My highs are fly to rocket, my lows are kinda low. My age defies your optics, my pace is kinda slow. My range kaleidoscopic, my glasses colored rose. Seems like I've been forgotten, all traces up in smoke. My highs are fly to rocket, my lows are kinda low. My age defies your optics, my pace is kinda slow. My range kaleidoscopic, my glasses colored rose. Seems like I've been forgotten. On my way to Fan Restaurant to get a little bit of Nikkei food, which is the fusion between Japanese and Peru. And we're doing the menu, I can't remember the name of it in Japanese, but where they just bring you stuff out, whatever they feel is appropriate. And I'm gonna give that a try. So I'm really looking forward to this. Shout out my man Shane Milty. He sent me $100 just to go splurge and have some real decadent night out in Lima. So we're gonna go do that. You can find me stargazing like Carl Sagan, car chasing out in Las Vegas where the law stings without court papers. High octane, but I'm low maintenance. Location ain't known, paper trails gone. Feds ain't got no patience. They slow moving like Cro-Magnon. This Jonestown, and I'm toe tagging the whole globe with this new sound. Seth Bradley got your whole swagger in a death adder with his noose round. The neck of the game with a cloak and dagger. This oak barrel keg potent ale with an ocean shell. It's signed Goldfinger. Got a down chick here to roll my L's at the hotel. She got a mouth for danger. Well, shout outs to countries who don't treat their citizens like children and allow you to buy alcohol in gas stations, or else I wouldn't be able to get this
pre-buzz on before my Japanese feast, brought to you by Baya. This is a manzana verde, which is a green apple, which seems, with vodka, seems like a good choice for flavor. And then we've got maracuya, which is passion fruit. So let's try the passion fruit one first. I've got 30 minutes before my Nikkei feast, so do a little pre-buzz here. Not a huge fan of these cider type vodka mix fruit drinks, but this is pretty good. Passion fruit's the way to go. Well, here I'm at Fan. It's an exclusive place, so I don't want to be like obnoxious. So, but I'm seated at the bar, and I'll give you the close-in view because there's not a lot of space in here. Like I'm cramped in. This is a proper kind of spot, so I need to just kind of be low key. Muchas gracias, amigo. That's front door service right there. Ooh, got me a Negroni. Nice, that's strong. Bitter. That's how you like the Negroni, right? Nice aroma. All right, we got a ridiculous looking sashimi going on here. It's salmon, and to be honest, I was busy focusing on the camera. I didn't care the other fish. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm very excited to try this. I don't know what this fish is. It's nice. So the texture on this, you can tell it's super fresh. Okay, so now we've got, I don't know what this dish is called, but we've got a white fish on top, a scallop emulsion. I'm already getting tipsy from the cocktails. A scallop emulsion, a chili oil, a cilantro oil. All right, let's give this a try. Oh, they said they recommend I eat it with a spoon, so I'm gonna do that. Whoa. There's an unexpected umami of flavors. Like, there's so much going on here. Wow. That's really unexpected flavor. It's very good though. So, I've got my second cocktail of the evening here. I can't remember what it's called. Super unique. I'm gonna lose my ability to orate and my ability to explain food here in a second. Okay, now we have some kind of crazy gyoza going on here with, I thought it was like a really nice, some type of fried cheese on top. No, it's some type of special mushroom that grows here in Peru. I'm gonna eat this one without any wasabi or any sauce or anything. And at least the first bite. Oh. Get an amazing crunch with the mushroom right away. Yeah, that's the best gyoza I've ever tried. All right, let's give this. It's a one-biter. Okay, the seaweed right away. Oh, the smoky thing comes through. The permeation of the smoke flavor is what kills it for this dish. When I say kills it, I mean kills it in a good way. Okay, now we've got a sashimi style scallop with some type of beautiful sauce on top and chives in sherry again. It's difficult to explain like the subtlety of flavors involved with dishes like this. Why I'm even trying to explain it, you can look at the picture and look at the expression on my face and you're gonna get it right away. Okay, so we've got a lemon emulsion with razor clams. I almost want to take this thing like a shot. Cilantro oil, chili oil, green onions. Yeah. They said eat it with a spoon, so let's have a couple bites here. Let me some razor clams. The hits keep coming, man. All right, we've got the last dish of the night here that you can't see when I put the plate up like that, so I don't know why I bother. It's basically a scallop in butter with a bunch of sweet Peruvian flavors that I can't remember her describing, so let's give this thing a try here. Oh my god, the texture of the scallop seems ridiculous. Oh. There's a reason why they served this last. All right, they've hooked me up with a complimentary nigiri here. This was scallop, right? Yeah. They've hooked me up with the scallop nigiri with bagra and like a mushroom sauce. So I'm gonna eat this with my hands like my friend told me. Shout out Shane Mealty. I'm done. I'm done. Don't ask me anything else. That was great. Well, it's early morning here in Lima. I had a few cocktails at the Nikkei feast that I had last night. A few too many Negronis, so I woke up at about 5 this morning and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I thought I'd plug the gimbal in, knock the dust off, come for one last walk down by the seawall, and maybe give a little summation of the trip. So what surprised me about Peru? Well, I'll tell you, Lima surprised me. I had heard actually terrible reviews of Lima. Maybe people weren't going to the right places. I don't know. I didn't expect to have such a beautiful oceanside walk or walkway, and it's perfectly safe to walk at night down in this area. It's a beautiful ocean breeze, and it's a really nice place to take a stroll. What else? Peru was even more stunning of a country than I thought it would be. I mean, all the way up in the Andes Mountains was absolutely breathtaking. The different sceneries and terrains in this country is just nuts. And then, what can I say about the food? It's one of the best food countries I've ever been to. The diversity in dishes is crazy. All the different influences from the Asian to the European to the original Incan. I mean, just look at that behind me. Lima was the big surprise. Lima, I could live here. It's right up there. I mean, the amount of awesome restaurants here is just mind-blowing. For me, it's right up there with Istanbul, Bangkok, Rome, Mexico City, Osaka, Japan, Kuala Lumpur were like top food cities I've ever been to. It might even be at the top. It might be number one. Like, that's debatable, but it's definitely high up there. So, yeah, peace out. Peace out, Peru. It's been a slice. I'll be back.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more culinary adventures around the globe. Also, if you're a fan of the music, you can find myself, Stabby Organs, across all streaming platforms, including Spotify. Cheers.